Welcome to the Morning Update. I'm Erin Ramsey. Victorian authorities are scrambling to identify new exposure sites following the latest COVID scare. It's after a team of removalists travelled from Sydney to Melbourne to deliver furniture. An entire apartment complex is now in lockdown, and a family of 4 remains in isolation after 2 of them tested positive after returning from Sydney. COVID-19 response commander Jeroen Weimar says authorities are looking to whether the crew followed the guidelines under their workers permit.
The most important thing for us is to get after the information about where they actually were and what they actually did, and then we'll work back and see whether the permit they applied for and the behaviour that they conducted in was appropriate.
Meanwhile, New South Wales Premier Gladys Berejiklian has warned that Sydney's lockdown is unlikely to be lifted this Friday. She says too many people are still moving around the community whilst infectious. Queenslanders can once again travel to New Zealand. The Trans-Tasman bubble with the Sunshine State reopened last night, but anyone who has been in New South Wales since the 26th of June isn't allowed in. Final touches are being put to a federal support package to help New South Wales through its extended COVID lockdown. It's understood companies will need to guarantee no job losses to be eligible for the payments. Other states and territories will also have access to the same system in the event that they are forced into lockdown for more than 2 weeks. And police have been called in to investigate racial abuse targeting England players who missed penalty shots in the Euro final against Italy. 3 England players who are all black were sent racist tweets after the match. To more sport news, in cricket, the pressure's on the Aussies to produce a win in Game 3 of the T20 series against the West Indies. The locals have a 2-0 lead in the 5-match series. Today's clash in St Lucia is a must-win for the Aussies. Cowboys forward Cohen Hess has been called into the Maroon squad for Origin 3 tomorrow night. David Fifita and Jai Arrow both ruled out of the game. Coach Paul Green recalled Hess as a reserve. And in AFL, the derby between the Swans and the Giants will be played in Ballarat on Saturday after originally being scheduled at Giant Stadium. In entertainment, former Nickelodeon star Drake Bell has been sentenced over child endangerment charges. The Drake and Josh actor granted 2 years probation after a female victim accused him of grooming her. Jennifer Lopez is reportedly working on a new project based on Rodgers and Hammerstein's musicals. The composer duo created a catalogue of famous stage productions, including Cinderella and The Sound of Music. And Paris Hilton is set to host her very own cooking show on Netflix. Cooking with Paris will feature 6 episodes of the hotel heiress, making her way around the kitchen with the help of some famous friends. That's your latest from the Nova Podcast team. We'll see you this afternoon for another episode of The Update.